And I will tell you in that regard, there is nothing more powerful than not only being a great person, but in choosing a career that gives you options, okay? And some of you are interested in law, and you're learning about law, and I can tell you that if you get a law degree, you don't have to be a lawyer. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of different things you can do. The reason why I suggest that you go to, whether you go to college and graduate school, or you go to college and go to any other type of school after, technical school afterward, that you go and get all the degrees you can. Why? Because degrees are power. I'm a lawyer. I could get a job at McDonald's tomorrow with my qualifications. I could probably also get a job at Sears. I could probably also get a job at a mall. I could probably also get a job at a business. And I could probably also get a job at a law firm and work your way up the food chain. But everywhere I go, I've got a degree. I've got a doctorate degree in law. And just to prove to you that, what I did is I have a handout, which I'll ask one of you guys to come and grab, if you would, and maybe Mitchell, you can help me, and just take some of these things. And they are 300 jobs you could do with a law degree. You already got it? Fantastic. Mitchell, thank you very much. That was a great trick you did, getting all those things handed out without me even touching them. Tremendous. And you'll see that those things give you options. And the reason why I hand you that out, the most important thing about it is that I want you to understand, you know what your future is? That, not this. You don't know what your major is? Who cares? If you told me that I was going to be on TV, on CBS Morning News last week, talking about the natural disasters and be featured on there and all that kind of stuff, when I was 15, I would have thought you were on some sort of drug that I'd like to know about. You change in life based on the opportunities that are before you. Some of you will be convicted. Some of you will say, hey, you know what? I know exactly what I want to do. I want to be a film production guy. I want to be a graphics person. I want to go to this. But I'm just telling you, no matter what you want to go into, keep an open mind and adapt. And what this does is this gives you different types of careers to show you the power of a law degree, the power of degrees that stand on. If you get an engineering degree in college, you could be an engineer whether you're a lawyer or not. You could be an engineer whether you're a doctor or not. If you get a nursing degree, nursing pays really well. There's going to be a huge need. There's a lot more older people that are living longer. Okay? You have a degree that stands on its own. That's not to say that I don't think you should go get a business degree. It's not to say I don't think you should get some degree that just says economics on it. But if you're just getting a college degree, get degrees that stand on their own. That independent of that, they can stand. You could work. If I had to go back to school, I'd probably go back and do two things. I would take 3 languages. I'd probably go back and get an engineering degree or something that gave me a double skill. Languages, most of you here speak multiple languages. Huge. Huge. By the way, huge. Just in case you didn't hear, huge. Okay? Why? Because the world population, the Hispanic population, the Anglo population, growing incredibly. The Anglo population will be a minority soon. The reality is, if you speak those languages, you have a tremendous asset with talking with everybody in America, and everybody in Latin America, and everybody in Central America. And once you learn another language, it parlays. If you have French, you could talk to Haitians, you could talk Creole, you could adopt any languages you guys can learn. I would encourage you. Language is power. There's nothing more impressive than sitting in a restaurant. I could tell you what, I'm sitting in a restaurant yesterday, and I will tell you, the camera guy, one of the camera guys, Javier, he's Cuban, okay? So you wouldn't know it because he speaks perfect diction English, but somebody was talking in Spanish, and they were talking way faster than I could ever understand. And certain people from certain cultures speak unbelievably fast. And every once in a while, an American word, Beth, roof, okay? And so I'm saying to him, can you translate? He was the most powerful guy in the room. The most powerful guy in the room. Because me and a friend of mine were hanging on what is he saying? What is that say? Well, he's saying this, and then he's telling you that he's talking about that, and then he's talking about this, and then he's saying that. Great. And then I would turn to him and say, okay, and this guy spoke both. The guy who's talking on the phone is speaking English and Spanish. So I said, well, then tell him this. And so he's like, Beth. But if you have that language power, do you see what we're doing? We're taking assets you have.